I moved into my new apartment 3 weeks ago. It wasn't anything fancy, just a one-bedroom on the third floor of an older brick building in the quiet part of town. Cheap rent, good location, nothing suspicious. The landlord, Mr. Phillips, was this thin, gray-haired guy in his 60s. He had a habit of avoiding eye contact, like he was always half distracted by something else. He gave me the keys, mumbled something about the old pipes making noises at night, and that was it. For the first week, everything was fine. But around day 8, I noticed something weird. Every time I came home from work, the bathroom door would be closed. I never close it when I leave. At first, I thought maybe I was just forgetting, moving stress, long hours. But then I started making a point of leaving it wide open in the morning, and it would still be shut when I got back. I brushed it off until Thursday night. That night, I couldn't sleep. Around 1:30 a.m., I got up to get some water. As I passed the bathroom, I swore I heard something, like a faint tapping from inside the walls. And then, just as I was about to turn away, I noticed something taped to the inside of the bathroom door. It was a folded piece of paper, old, yellowed, edges curled. I opened it. In shaky handwriting, it said, "Don't look in the vents, no matter what you hear." That stopped me cold. I just stood there, staring at the note, my brain trying to figure out if this was some kind of prank. I didn't remember seeing it before, and I'd been in and out of that bathroom dozens of times. For the rest of the night, I didn't sleep. The next morning, I asked Mr. Phillips about it. I expected him to laugh it off, maybe say it was left by the last tenant. Instead, his face went pale. He muttered something about old wiring and quickly changed the subject. I should have let it go, but of course, I didn't. 2 nights later, I was lying in bed when I heard it again. The tapping in the walls. This time it was louder, more deliberate, like someone knocking from inside the vent. I got up, grabbed a flashlight, and crouched down by the bathroom vent cover. The metal was cold. I shined the light inside, and I swear, for just a split second, I saw an eye looking back at me. When I first moved into this apartment, I thought I'd hit the jackpot. It wasn't big, just a one-bedroom on the third floor of an older brick building. But it was cheap, close to work, and had a kind of cozy, vintage charm. The landlord, Mr. Phillips, was a quiet, wiry man in his 60s. He had this habit of not looking you directly in the eye, like his thoughts were always somewhere else. When I signed the lease, he warned me about old pipes making noises at night, told me not to worry about it, and handed me the keys. That was it. For the first week, things were normal. The creaky stairs, the occasional smell of someone's cooking drifting in from another unit. Nothing unusual. Then I noticed the bathroom door. Every single time I came home from work, it was closed. I never closed it when I left. At first, I figured I was just being forgetful. But then I made a point of leaving it wide open in the morning. And by the time I came home, it would be shut again. I even tested myself. Took a photo before leaving to prove it was open. Sure enough, when I came back, closed. It bothered me enough that I changed my locks. I thought maybe maintenance had come in without telling me, or a previous tenant still had a key. But after the lock change, it still happened. Then came the night I found the note. It was about 1:30 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, so I got up to get some water. As I walked past the bathroom, I noticed something, a piece of paper, taped to the inside of the bathroom door. It wasn't there earlier, I was sure of it. The paper was yellowed, edges curling, like it had been there for years. But somehow I had never noticed it before. I peeled it off and unfolded it. The handwriting was shaky, almost childlike. "Don't look in the vents, no matter what you hear." I froze. The bathroom vent was right above the toilet, one of those small, square grates. I'd never paid much attention to it before. The rest of the night, I kept glancing toward the bathroom, half expecting, I don't know, something to happen. Nothing did. The next morning, I asked Mr. Phillips about it. His reaction unsettled me more than the note itself. His face went pale and his eyes darted toward the floor. "Old wiring," he muttered. "Pipes make noise. Don't mess with the vents." Then he walked away. I told myself to leave it alone. I didn't. 2 nights later, around 3 a.m., I woke up to a sound. At first, I thought it was just the wind, but then I realized it was coming from the bathroom. It was tapping, slow, deliberate, like someone knocking from inside the vent. I grabbed my flashlight and crept into the bathroom. The tapping stopped. I climbed onto the toilet, shined the light into the vent. For a split second, just a fraction of a second, I saw an eye looking back at me. I fell backward, hit the floor hard, and scrambled out of the bathroom. I didn't sleep at all that night. The next day, I called the police. They came, unscrewed the vent cover, and shined a light inside. The shaft was too small for a person to fit through, but at the very back, wedged between the pipes, they found something. It was another note. This one said, "It can move between the walls. Don't stay after dark." I moved out that same day. Mr. Phillips didn't seem surprised when I told him. He just nodded slowly, and as I was carrying my last box out, he said, "It doesn't like when people see it."